Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to learn about the Chapter 1 online reading volunteer program. Chapter 1 is a nonprofit, and we've been providing literacy resources for early elementary grade students for more than 25 years. Our volunteer teams work with first and second grade students in under-resourced schools, providing support to help early readers practice literacy skills they are learning during classroom instruction. At Chapter 1, our mission is to close the reading gap by providing children with one-to-one reading support at the time they need it most. We call this the First Grade Reading Challenge. If children are reading at grade level by the end of first grade, almost 90% of those children will still be reading at grade level when they take the assessment test in fourth grade. First grade is considered the reading year, but learning reading strategies alone won't increase reading proficiency. Students need to read out loud, and that's where you come in. As an online reading volunteer, you will be matched with a first or second grade student, and you will work with that same student for the entire school year. Each volunteer will meet with their student virtually once a week for 30 minutes. You and the classroom teacher will share a scheduling calendar that includes times throughout the day when you and your fellow volunteers can sign up for a reading session. You can conduct the reading session from anywhere. All you need is a phone, an internet connection, and a computer. Working with a student virtually is easy to do. When you log into the platform and click Start Session, the platform will generate a number. You will call that phone number using your cell or desktop phone. The phone greeter will answer the incoming call and ask you for the name of your student. The phone greeter will get the student and the reading session can begin. The platform menu will guide you through the session. At the beginning of the reading session, you can do a quick run-through of the flashcard activity to help students learn sight words and beginning and ending sound patterns. After flashcards, the focus should be on reading. To ensure students are being appropriately challenged, we provide a library of leveled stories that include content for very early readers and progresses to include more complex text later on. As time permits, the platform also includes word games designed to build knowledge of words and word parts. While we have suggestions about the time you could spend on each activity, do remember that this is not set in stone. Feel free to experiment with what works best for you and the child that you are supporting. There are a few requirements that we do ask of our volunteers. You must agree to a mandatory background check and watch a 30-minute training video on how the program works. To provide you with a snapshot of our yearly timeline, registration for volunteers begins in July. During the registration process, you will need to create your account, sign up for the virtual training sessions, and complete a background check. We will not be able to assign you to a student without a completed background check. As volunteers register, our team is also getting classrooms prepared for the program. Teachers will need to assess all students in the classroom to determine who will participate in the program. Equipment must be set up in the classroom and tested for security firewall issues, and teachers will need to attend a Chapter 1 training so they understand how the program works. Beginning of the year preparation can take some time. However, we do our very best to get volunteers assigned to students as quickly as possible. To recap, the program is virtual only. The time commitment is 30 minutes once a week for the duration of the school year. Most volunteers are matched in October, and as soon as you are matched with a student, you may start calling the classroom for the reading sessions. Students enrolled in the program are between the ages of 6 and 8. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the Chapter 1 online reading volunteer program.